mood like with the team this morning?
We're excited. Obviously, we have a challenge in front of us tonight, but we're going to do what we need to do this morning to get ready to play hard, compete tonight.
What gives you the greatest confidence that this group can mount and come back here?
I think just a belief in the group. Obviously, we know, the parts of our game that we have to improve on, and the challenge we're facing. But I think you got to believe in one another.
Boston was up 3-1 and lost their series last year. How much of that is a talking point in your group?
That was last year. I think if you go back in time, there's plenty of examples of teams overcoming challenges, being down in a series. But, I think we're just focused on us and what we need to do and going out there and executing our game plan and competing hard.
What is your sense of how Austin is holding up? Obviously, this is a tough time.
That's for him to answer. So I can't really speak to his health.
Is it moments like this that this team in the past that can draw on?
Yeah, I think so. Like I said, there's plenty of examples if you go back in time about overcoming adversity and challenges and whatnot. But we're focused on our game tonight, and we believe in our structure, our game plan, and like I said the other night, it just comes down to execution, work ethic. So that's what we're worried about here today, and when it comes time to play tonight, our group's going to be ready.
What's the key on the power play tonight?
We got to get one. When that time comes and our group gets a chance to change momentum in the game, we obviously need to be ready. I think our game plan is solid. Our structure is solid. It's about execution. We've had our chances, but we haven't been able to get the puck over the line. So when that opportunity comes tonight, you just got to be ready.
I'm not sure who's starting in goal, but Joseph stepped in last year in a similar spot. What stood out to you about how he handled that situation last year against the Panthers?
I thought he was great. Obviously, it's that was a challenging situation for him to come into, but I thought he did a great job.
What's it feel like in an elimination game? How different does it feel than any other playoff game for you?
It feels like there's more on the line for sure. I think obviously if you look at the big picture, you're fighting for your season. So there's definitely more on the line, and the expectations of work ethic and execution go up.
What's the mood with the team right now?
Optimistic. We're down 3-1, but we're focusing on the game tonight and try and get a win.
Where does the optimism come from?
I think just within the group, I feel like we have a good team. We've had our chances of scoring. We just haven't found the back of the net enough. But I think we got belief that we can create scoring chances, and we just need to capitalize.
How would you describe your series personally? How do you think you've done?
Yeah, obviously we've lost 2 games and won 1 when I played, so we want to win more, but I think it's been okay.
Sheldon mentioned we weren't 100%. How much did the game off help you in that regard?
I don't know. I feel good, so.
Was it a surprise to come out? How did you, process that news?
I was a little bit surprised, but it is what it is. New game today, and it's what we're focusing on.
If you guys have to go without Austin tonight, what does that mean to the team?
It's a great player for us, so we played games without him this year, and as I said, we got belief in this group, and we're optimistic. So just need to go out and battle and try and get a win.
What have you learned about Austin's ability to kind of play through stuff and find a way?
Yeah, as I said, he's a world-class player. So yeah, he's been huge for us. We're not one guy; we're a whole team. So we just gotta battle every guy. Gotta get the best out of every guy.
When your unit is on the ice on the power play, what's the key for you guys tonight?
Get shots on net. Gain momentum in the game. I think it's the most important thing, and obviously, special teams haven't been great, so we need to, try and capitalize.
What makes their penalty kill so tough to crack? What are they doing?
A very organized team. They're, put a lot of pressure. You don't have a lot of time with the puck, so just got to move the puck quicker, get shots on net, win battles, get pucks back, shoot again.
How does an elimination game feel versus a regular playoff game for you?
No different. I mean, you want to win every game in the series, and obviously we're facing elimination, so it's do or die. We're ready for it, and we're gonna compete.
So, what's your sense of the group heading into this one tonight?
I think we're excited. I think last time we were in this building, we played a really good hockey game. Obviously, not our best at home, so excited to correct that and bring it back on home ice and put a better foot forward in front of the home crowd. But I think we're just excited about tonight.
In moments like this, how much do you have to lean into the excitement and the optimism and kind of the opportunity that's here, not so much what's on the line?
Well, I mean, you got to get excited for these ones. You got to, I think this group knows that there's always, until the series is over, it's not over. This team gave up a lead last year, the exact same, 3-1 lead last year. So, sports is a crazy thing. I think we've all seen some crazy comebacks in our lives, and I've been part of a few. So, I think we're just excited to start it up today.
How much does that collapse last year a talking point in this room? What they went through?
Well, I mean, you mentioned it, but it's last year's last year. It's a different team. It's a different situation. Two different teams going at it. So, I mean. It's possible by looking at last year, but again, it's just a different situation. So, we just got to take care of business tonight.
What do you learn about Austin's ability to push through things this season?
Yeah, I mean, he's a warrior. He's he's going to battle through whatever whenever he has to. I don't have the information for you right now, but we'll see what happens tonight.
Great to see him on the ice, though, this morning. Get it back out there. Just seeing him out there give you a bit of a...
Always good to see him on the ice.
What's the biggest thing you've learned about Joseph Woll since you joined this team?
For a young guy, he's pretty steady. He's been really good for us. Obviously, was really keeping us afloat when before he went down, and then he's come back and played some pretty good hockey when he's got in. So. I'm excited to see him play. I think he's excited to get in there and do his thing. So, I think we're a confidence bunch when he's in the net.
You've been down 3-1 in a series before. What were the keys to clawing your way back?
Not looking at the 3-1. It's if you dwell too much on that, I think it kind of creeps in your mind a little bit. I think you just have to take it game by game. I think you got to look at what you've done in the regular season. You've put 3 games together before, right? It's it's not out of the realm to do it again.
How does an elimination game feel versus a regular playoff game for you?
Well, hopefully it doesn't feel too much different. Hopefully, you play a little more desperate, obviously, and every play matters a little bit more. But if you go in feeling different, sometimes that can bite you.
What's your take of how the group is responding off Saturday, getting ready for this one?
Very focused, obviously. Last time we were in this building, we won a game, and keep that momentum going here tonight.
What gives you the greatest confidence based on what you've learned about this group and how you guys have played this year that you guys can mount to come back in this series?
Yeah, I think after Game 1 we had a good response in Game 2. We didn't quite have the response in Game 4, but we're expecting it tonight.
What stands out about Joseph Woll, and how would you assess his kind of ability to handle pressure?
Greatly. I mean, he got thrown into the fire last year and responded great, and he's super cool, calm, and collected back there. We've got all the confidence in the world in all of our goaltenders, frankly. So whoever's back there, it's good situation for us.
Boston was up 3-1 last year and blew their series to Florida. How much of that has been a talking point in this room?
Yeah, it's definitely been brought up, and trying to put pressure on their group over there. Obviously, they're sitting comfy at 3-1, and we want to put pressure on that, and it starts with a win tonight.
What stood out to you about the way Austin can fight through things, battle through things for the team when maybe he's not at 100%?
Say it again?
When Austin's not been at 100%, he's often been able to still put up numbers. What stood out to you about how he's able to do that for the group?
Yeah, he's done it each and every night this year for us throughout the regular season and the playoffs. He shows up to play every night, no matter how he's feeling.
What's made the team good when you have been missing guys this season? It feels like you guys have been able to kind of pick up the slack. What have you noticed in those situations?
Yeah, I think we've been missing a couple of our key players that other guys have just stepped up and give him more ice time, give him more opportunity, and kind of taking hold of that and owning that. And that's going to be no different tonight. And throughout the rest of the series, different guys have to step up at different key points. And looking forward to see who steps up tonight.
Obviously, he was on the ice today, here this morning, so he's working through things to try to make himself available to play. We'll, no determination at this time.
Have you learned in your time with him of his ability to just push through and he's not at 100% or sometimes he's not close to 100%?
I mean, I just look at the last couple of games, the way that he's given us everything that he's got. So, this time of year, the players are going to do all that they can to get out there, and then the medical team is going to do all they can to make sure the players are available while also making sure that they're taken care of. So that's what we're working through.
Will it be his call or the doctor's call?
It's always the doctor's call. I mean, the doctors make the call for the players in their best interest, and they don't put anybody in harm's way. Like that's their job. But I think we'll see how the rest of the day goes.
Is there something beyond just the illness that's bothering him?
Yeah, I've already answered too many questions on the situation. So, like I said, we've been through this with Willie. It's, the time of the year, we're not going to answer much else.
Are you at all frustrated, or you allow yourself to try not to get frustrated? Like, basically all season, including the playoffs, I don't think you've ever had a fully healthy lineup. How do you deal with that?
It's part of the job. I mean, a lot of teams, or frankly all teams, go through it. Obviously you're hoping the playoffs come around and you're going to be at full capacity, but that's not always the case. Started with us with Bobby McMahon and all of that, but teams deal with different things that come up. And we've won one game already in this series, in game 2 early on in the series without Willie and Bobby, and so no matter what the situation is, Boston had an injury on defense and made some changes on defense and got better in the series as a result. So things happen, and good teams respond well to those situations, and we have all season.
What's your sense of the group? How would you describe what you felt from them coming off the loss on Saturday?
Well, I felt, you definitely felt the disappointment that the group had, but it was important. We got right back to it the next day. I'm bringing the guys in and talking through the situation. So there's still tremendous belief in the group, but we also know how, what the challenge is. So that's why you try to focus on just tonight and preparing for tonight. And then now we're here, and you go out and give everything you have to, earn another day on the schedule.
What, if anything, has stood out about Wool since the end of the regular season? Have you noticed anything about how he stayed sharp and ready for his next chance?
Just that he stayed with his regular routines, and he's a very regimented guy. He's very detailed in how he handles himself off the ice, takes care of himself, maximizes his practice reps. I think he's been outstanding in our practices that we've had here since, preparing for the playoffs and coming through. I think he's really looked at those as his games, and to me has been really, really good there. So, he's ready for an opportunity to come in.
How much, if at all, do you lean into the fact that Boston blew a 3-1 series lead last year as a rallying point?
I mean, nothing to do with Boston specifically, but it is a nice, fresh reminder that these things happen. And teams do come back, and we've been on the other side of one. And these things happen. These things are possible. Well, obviously they're not possible if you don't start with one. So that's where we're at here tonight.